tell you a little bit about the Kickstarter process. I told you I heard this thing on NPR, and I thought, this is so cool. Somebody's going to give me money. I signed up right away. I went to the site and I looked at it, and I was just sort of amazed at what's going on. So I thought, well, this is for me, and it's like click here to start an account. So I clicked here, and I really did that too quickly. I should have prepared better, but I'm going to tell you how to do this. You will see that when you click on these various projects, everybody has a video. I didn't know that going in. And so after I'd signed up to do it, then I thought, oh my gosh, I have to do a video. A friend of mine shot the video on a camera that I would have considered to take still photographs. With Kickstarter, how do you actually get the money or make the money? There's a template, and you do a video and upload the video into that spot. And then they sort of ask you questions. Well, I guess describe your project, and you do that. And then you go down, and it's, what are the pitfalls, what are you concerned about? What are the pitfalls of this project? And I distinctly remember my fears were failure and utter humiliation. And so, and I ain't kidding. Those are the truth. And then there's a section for rewards, which I wanted to talk to you about. So it's like on OPB, they say during their pledge drive, we're going to send you a mug or a shirt or a pen or something. So you have to come up with your own rewards. And I thought, well, the number one thing I can do is I can say thank you. That's pretty cheap. And it's not that I didn't mean it. It's just that, if somebody pledges $1, what can you do? So I said, thank you. And then I said, I'm going to send you a bookmark. So I had these bookmarks made. And then, at another level, I'm going to send you a refrigerator magnet. So I did that. And then I sort of was running out of ideas, and I thought, well, why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing it because I want to sell books. So if you give me some money, I'll send you a book. And I'll sign it. And then if you send me more money, I'll send you 2 books. And at some level, at a certain level, I would put your name in the acknowledgments. And at the highest level, I said, I will fly anywhere in the continental United States, and I will speak to the group of your choosing, with the caveat, at a time that's mutually convenient. And how is the money part handled? So there's a third party, and the third party is Amazon. So when you have backers and they make a pledge, I don't know what else to call it, and they're going to give you $10. They kind of fill out a thing that has their credit card number, and in a sense that's held in escrow. So with Kickstarter, it's an all or nothing format. So if you want to raise $10,000 and you raise $9,500, you get nothing. But if you raise $20,000, you get $20,000 less Kickstarter's fee and Amazon's fee. So when you sign up and have an account, part of that account, or part of establishing an account is you put in some banking information, and at the time that you're successful, you may draw on those funds from Amazon. You can do it all or you can do part, but that's how you get it into your bank account. In preparation for this, make a list of the people who go to your church, your neighbors, the people you send Christmas cards to, your co-workers, who else? Anybody that you can think of. So what I thought was, number one, if I'm going to have books, they got to be printed. So my bottom number was printing cost. How much did I think it was going to cost to print? And I'll tell you guys, my guesstimation was $3,000. So that's the bottom. And completely arbitrarily, I said, what can I reasonably raise? And I picked a number, $10,000. And then I got to thinking, well, if I want to really get $10,000, I've got to ask for more because they're going to take some money from me. So I eventually put my goal as $12,000. And I got just over that. The things that I've told you are all in preparation for Kickstarter. You know, you do the video and you have the rewards and you tell your story and so on. Then you go live. And I think this is so important. When you go live, you're going to want to stay in touch with the people who have pledged, or they call them backers, the people that have backed you. And I should say, concurrent with the preparing on Kickstarter, I started a Facebook page for the book. And that way, you can update people through Kickstarter, but you can also reach people who haven't contacted you through Kickstarter, if that makes sense. I can only get back to somebody who's first contacted me through Kickstarter. But through my email or through my Facebook page or the book's Facebook page, you can get more people. Again, one last thing. When I was preparing to do the Kickstarter thing, I knew that I was going to have to get beyond my circle of friends. So one of the things I did was I made up this poster. And it says, "Local author makes good with your help." I think you just need to try things. I put these in coffee shops. I went out to Newburgh. I sprinkled them around. I sent them to one of my kids in Colorado. I sent them to Portland. Anybody that would agree to put one up, I sent it to them. I was walking down 3rd Street with these things, and I knocked on a door, and I said, "Can I put this up on your bulletin board?" And the guy looked at it, and he said, "You can not only put it up, I want to contribute." And so his one contribution paid for all of the stuff several times over. So it was worth it, but sometimes the money doesn't come from where you think it'll come from. It was so much fun. I heard from people. I still don't know how they heard about me, but I got a pledge from Italy. It was just the coolest thing. And so I got this woman's address, and with Google Maps, I Googled her address. I'm sitting there in my pajamas on a Sunday night, and I'm on her cobblestone street in some little town in Italy, and you know how you turn and look at stuff? So I'm looking at her front door. I just thought that was the coolest thing. I got a sizable pledge from a woman that I had no idea who it was. And so I wrote her back and I said, "Gee, are you a writer? Are you a patron of the arts? Are you have too much money? Or who are you?" And I finally realized that it's an old high school friend. But she got married and now uses a more sophisticated name. So I figured out who it was. But I've reconnected with people through this. So if I didn't sell a copy, it has been so much fun. And I just had a ball. So a male confessional is when a guy acts like a guy. And he has trouble with relationships, and he's at loose ends and he can't get it together, and he's a kind of a bonehead. So the comment that I've gotten from female friends is, "You should have made him suffer more." Now, contrast that with men who have read it, and they said, "This is so cool. I really like this book."